Hi guys, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So today, finally, I'll get the time and I get the headspace to do this series, which is gonna be on BTS relationships and bonds with each other. It's gonna be like one-on-one relationship. So I've got all the units here. So we have two, like 1 and 1. So we have 21 units here in this jar, and every time I'm just gonna pick out one piece of paper in this jar to see which unit we are doing a reading on. I've been always wanted to do this kind of reading for a really long time, but I've been really busy for the last 2 months, and also something wasn't right with the energy. I guess it was because of the Mercury retrograde, and also a lot of other planets are retrograding as well. But today I really feel the urge to start doing this, and I'll be using all this deck. I've never done something like this before. I also came up with a spread to to be more specific and to get as much as details as possible. I'm gonna insert a layout explaining how the spread works. Also, before I start doing this, I think I'll have to say this in every video, but I am aware that there are certain shifts in the fandom, and I don't want to mention ships on this channel and on in any of my readings. I'm just gonna take whatever the cards give me. Of course, you are free to interpret what I say, or my interpretation to your understanding and your belief, but please do not bring ships into the discussions, or perhaps do so in an appropriate manner, and just be respectful of other people and of BTS members as well. So yeah, I think that's all that I want to say, because I know this kind of readings and combination might be triggering to some people, and I don't want that I don't want anything negative to happen. So yeah, I think that's all. Let's see which unit we are starting with. I am actually pretty nervous because I have never done this before, and let's see. We've got 21 combination, 21 units. And to me, like, all of them have really special bonds to each other, and none of those are similar. They are very diverse in a very special way. So and I kind of like jealous with all of the connections, but let's see what we have. I'm actually nervous. We have Jungkook. Can you read it? I wrote it in Korean. We have Jungkook, which is Jimin and Jungkook, one of the most famous popular unit combination that we have. But yeah, let's see. So I think which deck am I gonna use? I think I'm gonna be using this one for the central part. This one is gonna be on Jungkook, and this is gonna be on Jimin. Okay, I'll do the shuffling off video, off the camera, and I'll show you the cards after a few minutes. Alright guys, so this is the reading on Jungkook's bond, Jimin and Jungkook. So we're gonna have a look at, so this in the middle right here is all about the relationship, past, present and future. This side here is on Jungkook's side from his point of view, and wait, no, this side is from Jimin's point of view, and this side is from Jungkook's point of view. Yeah, let's see what we have. We'll start with the past. We've got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about waiting for the time to be right to take actions. So it's like, I feel like someone has their eyes on the prize, but they didn't act. But they waited for the time to be right to take actions. So it's felt like in the past, the bond between Jimin and Jungkook was like, they know that there is, like, they know that they have a strong connection, like, between them, but they didn't somehow want to acknowledge it, like officially acknowledge it between them two. They kind of like try to avoid the fact that they feel connected to each other, kind of, that kind of feeling, but like they see it, they saw it, they saw that they get along so well together, but that somehow I feel like this there is a feeling of avoidance, or like trying not to bring something to the surface, like trying to hide a little bit, and the Hangman is, you know, normally in traditional way tarot, the Hangman card is always a man being hanged upside down, but with this card, with this deck, is the bad actually hang himself there. It's his action, he intended to do that, and also it's his nature to do so. Oh, what I'm hearing is someone was really shy at first and unsure of the situation, that's why they couldn't act on it. Definitely, because the bat is always like, it's a nocturnal animals. They don't come out until it's dark. They are shy creatures. So yes, someone was shy and, you know, couldn't act on their feelings. Oh my god. And then we've got the curve for the current situation, their current bond and relationship at the moment, at the very moment, the energy of it. We've got the Mother of Cups. It's a beautiful card. So it's very gentle, caring, loving. It's very beautiful, elegant. It's very nurturing. So like there is this, like, you know, gentle flow between them, the flow of emotion and understanding. They understand each other, and they always try to protect each other, because the Mother of Cups is always like someone's very protective as well. Just a lot of loving, because the Cups is the card of you know, emotions and love and just like really strong emotional connections. So definitely, I think like they have gone past this Hangman stage. Definitely, they've gone to like this harmonious stage of understanding each other, of being connected to each other. They can understand each other really, really well, and they care about each other a lot. Almost like a family, because we have this mother. Normally, is what we call the Queen of Cups, but this deck is the Mother of Cups, so it feels like family. They would really take care of each other, take really good care of each other. They care about each other a lot. It's just a lot of, you know, like nurturing, protective energy. It's beautiful as well. And we've got the future. We've got the Ten of Swords. So a lot of people would freak out when they see the Ten of Swords in any reading, especially in you know, like a bonding relationship reading. But to me, it doesn't. It's not that scary. You know, like, of course, it's Ten of Swords should be scary. It's a warning sign. But the 10 is always, you know, the end of a cycle, the end of the suffering. They've taken all this, because Swords is like, is the representative of opinions, perspectives, words that people say. So I get like probably going into the future, Jungkook unit, or like the relationship, the bond between them might receive a lot of criticize, or like a lot of hate from people, because I know there are certain people on the internet that hate on these two people, and I never understand that. I never understand the point of hating on someone, especially hating on someone who has such a strong bond with each other. Like, you hate on someone's bond, and it's just funny. But let's not talk about that. But what I'm trying to say is, this relationship, this connection might receive a lot of hateful and hurtful words and opinions and criticism. That's what I'm hearing, because swords is like something you stab into something. It's very strong, it's very hurtful, it's very oh, I feel a little pain in my chest, but it's a burden. But also, like, I feel like they would take those like a charms, like charms. They would not budge, like whatever people say. They would just take it. Like, they would not react, they would not rebel. They just take it all in, and then, you know, try to put up with it. But 10 of Swords is, as I say, is always the end of a cycle. The suffering will soon end. They've taken in enough. They've been suffered enough. It's soon gonna be over. That's the message of the 10 of Swords. We're gonna have oracle cards to clarify it later, but let's move on to Jimin's perspective in this bond and relationship. So this is how Jimin sees the relationship as a 10 of Wands. As a 10 of Wands, it is something that he has worked really hard for. Jimin has worked really hard for this relationship, to build this bond with Jungkook. Because I think this is next to the Hanged Man, someone, possibly Jungkook, was really shy at first, and Jimin had to be the one who like kept pushing and took all the burden of building and initiating this connection at first, and he's still carrying it today. Like he feels the responsibility to, you know, be the one who carry the burdens and you know, walking through this forest. But as I always say, the 10 is always the end of circle. He's getting to, you know, the place where the flowers are blossoming. He's starting to see the results of all his efforts and all his tryings in the past. He carried all this on his back, all this long path, long way, all these years, and it is becoming fruitful. Is that how you say it? The results are coming. He's seeing the results. He perhaps enjoying the results as well, but not fully. Like, he's not able to fully enjoy the blossoms of this connections, because there is still responsibility and things that he needs to take into consideration, possibly something to do with the 10 of Swords as well, because it's like they both 10. It is something that people would say, it is the hatred on the internet, is the responsibility of maintaining a neutral image, I guess. Yeah, And then this is Jimin's role in this connection with Jungkook. We've got the Three of Swords. So I guess he was hurt quite a lot in the past, and possibly now as well, but it's understandable with the Ten of Wands, the Hangman. In the past, the Three of Swords was like being rejected, or it's like a heartbreak. It's the card of heartbreak. But then we still see hope. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a butterfly on the stalk of this fallen, is it a deer or a stalk? It's a token of hope. So hope blossomed, or like bloomed amidst all this harsh condition, all this like death and snowstorm. There was hope. So Jimin was hurt, but he still had hope for these connections and for this relationship, his bond with Jungkook, and it's because it's next to the Mother of Cups. I feel like at the moment, because this is the current energy, so it's like Jimin can be healed from this Three of Swords stage with the energy of Mother of Cups that they are building together now. At the moment, like at the current flow of energy, they like heal. Jimin is getting healed from the energy of the Mother of Cups, and that energy is created by both of them. So like both Jimin and Jungkook have their equal parts in creating this energy of this Mother of Cups, and that would heal Jimin from the Three of Swords stage as well. And then we've got how Jimin sees Jungkook in this relationship, and we've got the Ace of Chalices. So this is like overflowing of emotions. It's inspiration, it's admiration as well. So when I look at it, it's so bright and like it's almost sparkling, and I guess Jimin has always says that Jungkook is like, you know, the golden magnet, the one who is good at everything. He praises Jungkook as every given chance. So I feel like to Jimin, in Jimin's eye, Jungkook is really special. Like he sparkles basically. But so he's so pure as well. Jimin thinks that Jungkook is really pure because he's like, and he's overflowing with emotions and loves. And it's funny thing that Jimin says that Jungkook is the most easily to cry. It's most easy to cry in, you know, like touching situations, and see like overflowing of tears and stuff. It's funny. But yeah, it's the card of, because the Ace is a new it's the beginning stage as well. So like he's young, he's inspirational, he's motivational, he has a lot of emotions, and he's not afraid to show his emotions as well. With Ace of Chalices, yes. And I'm hearing like multi-talented as well. So yeah, definitely Jungkook's multi-talented, but oh, and I'm hearing youthful. So Jimin in this relationship, Jungkook really inspires him, and makes him feel young and kind of like, yes, and like these healing sensations as well, the feeling of being healed, the healing property. So I feel like to Jimin, Jungkook has this healing ability that could heal Jimin from Three of Swords. Because, you know, when I look at this Ace of Chalices, it's like the fountain of youth. It's something that revives you, rejuvenate you. And together we have the Mother of Cups as well. So definitely healing ability. Yeah, let's move on to Jungkook's side, his perspective on this relationship. This is how Jungkook sees the relationship. We've got the star. So the star is always about like hope. We've got a lot of like water flowing as well, so a lot of like emotions, some expectations as well, but something that he has always looked into with a lot of hope and it's like something he wished for, because we have this saying, wishing on a star. So the star card is all about like dreams, hope, wishes. Is a really bright and hopeful card as well. So I feel like this relationship brings Jungkook a lot of joy and hope. And it's almost like a wish for him. Like he wished for this relationship to be stable and to be an important part of his life. And he's willing to put a lot of effort into it as well. Like he probably did dream about it as well. The star is like dreaming card as well, like dreamy. Yeah. And then we've got Jungkook's role in this relationship with Jimin, in this bond with Jimin. I don't want to really use the word relationship because that would, like, to some people it would indicate a romantic relationship, but no, I'm just reading the bond and the connection between the two people. Gosh, let's see what we have. So Jungkook's role in this connection with Jimin, we've got the Ace of Wands. And then we've got the King of Cups. It's funny, we've got the King of Cups next to the Mother of Cups, which is like, the King and the Queen of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. And it's like, because this line is the current situation. And Ace of Wands is inspiration, is motivation, is the start of something. Something very swift, something very like a strong flow of emotion, a strong urge of doing something. So I feel like it's the fire element, so it's like it's burning passionate, yes. So in this bond, in this connection, Jungkook would be the one who is more approaching, like he would initiate things, he would start doing things, he would try to like give inspiration and motivation to Jimin, and the way Jimin sees him is exactly like that. And we have two A's, so Jungkook knows what he's doing in this connection, and Jimin knows that too, and Jimin appreciates that too. And I also want to give me the feeling of like very decisive, someone very decisive, and someone who very assertive, and sometimes can be aggressive as well. Like if he wants it, he has to have it. Like, I want it now. That's not the feeling of the Ace of Wands. Like if he wants to do something with Jimin, he would like, Hyung, I want to do this. Let's do it now. You have to do it with me now. And it's funny because he like we've got so this corner we've got the Hangman, the Star, the Mother of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So it felt like he went through this stage, like from being hanged and dreaming about this connection. He's finally like snapped out of his dream and like make it happen. And oh yes. So we've got these 4 cards next to each other. 3 of Swords and Mother of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Wands as well. So I feel like probably Jungkook realized that Jimin has been hurt in the past because of his Hangman's handman status. So now he's taking the lead. Jungkook is taking the lead, taking the initiative to, taking the incentive to, you know, show more effort and to nurture this bond and this connection between them. He's putting in a lot of effort to, you know, build it. With the King of Cups, he's being mature. He's growing up faster than he would have normally been. Like he goes from the ace to the king. Like, oh, and also like when he's with Jimin, he would act more mature than his age, or like he would be more mature than when he is with other people, because he like when he's with Jimin or in the connection with Jimin, Jungkook would play the role of the king. So he would be more mature, he would take the lead, he would be the one who's in control. Yeah, so he would be like the one who makes the decisions. But the King of Cups is someone who's very gentle as well, very loving, very caring. He cares about the other person's opinions. He would listen. He's a very good listener. And he's just like very soft and very loving. But at the same time, people respect him, or the people or Jimin respect him in these connections as a king. So he's being soft, but he cannot be overruled because he has the respect. And then we've got the last two cards for Jungkook was how Jungkook sees Jimin in this relationship. Oh wow! So he has the Page of Cups. We have a lot of cups in this, and they're all like important cups. We have we have 3 court cards from the cups. We have the Ace of Cups as well. We have Page of Cups and we have the Emperor. How Jungkook sees Jimin in this relationship, in these connections. So the Page of Cup is someone's really young, so you probably like even though Jimin is older, Jungkook thinks that Jimin is younger, or like mentally younger than him, or like someone who's cute and adorable and like childlike, childish, and someone who has a lot of love to give, because the Page of Cups is like giving his cups away. So oh my god, my camera broke down again. I think Mercury retrograde hasn't like been over for me yet. But where was I? I was the King of Cups and the Page of Cups, I guess. So the King of Cups is Jungkook's role in this connection with Jimin, and the Page of Cups is the way Jungkook sees Jimin in this relationship. And that's funny because the cup is older than the page, but Jungkook is younger than Jimin. So I feel like in this relationship, Jungkook would act more mature, and Jimin can be like really childlike, really playful, really be like innocent, or like he can act like a child around Jungkook, and he's comfortable doing that. And also the Page of Cups is really cute, really adorable, really pure at heart as well. Like he has so much love to give with his cup, like giving out, offering his love. So yeah, I feel like to Jungkook, Jimin is cute, adorable, young. Even though he's younger than Jimin, but to him, like mentally, Jimin is younger than him. And he's always has a lot of like love and care and affection to give to Jungkook. But what's funny is we also have the Emperor here at the position at like how Jungkook sees Jimin in these connections, and the Emperor is bigger than the King, and I said that the King cannot be overruled, but not with the Emperor. The Emperor like totally, definitely can overrun the King. So Jungkook has like mad respect for Jimin, even though like he sees Jimin as the page of cup, but when the situation gets serious, like at work or like when something like really serious happened, Jimin is still his home. Like Jimin is still someone 2 years older than him. So he has mad respect for Jimin, and like he would listen to everything Jimin says. He would follow everything that Jimin says. And it's like Jimin's wishes are a demand to Jungkook, so he would do it. He would do anything. Yeah, just a lot of like respect and like secretly Jimin is the one in charge in this in this connections. Yeah, he totally has the control. Just look at him and he knows it. Like the emperor is so powerful. Yeah, it just exudes a lot of respect out of this card. It's very wise. Yes, Jungkook says that Jimin is very wise, very grounded, very thoughtful. Someone who has a little, leader. Yeah, I can't speak. Leader quality as well. So yeah, definitely Jungkook would trust Jimin with his life and would follow Jimin's lead. Right, let's have a look at the oracle card. Which one? We'll start with this one. Oh, when I lean toward love, I am led. What I just say, Jungkook would follow Jimin's lead everywhere. Because he trusts him. Like Jungkook trusts Jimin, and Jimin trusts Jungkook the same as well. They trust each other. They respect each other. They admire each other as well, and they love each other as well. They can feel like they cannot go wrong. Like if they follow each other, they will not be led to a wrong place. Like they cannot go on the wrong way when they go together. And that is just so beautiful. I'm having too many cards now. I can't fit it in the scene, but oh, and then we've got belief in the impossible, and we've got prosperity lies ahead, with new moon and blue moon. Prosperity is of course, like, look at how much money BTS is making right now. So yeah, they work together, they make a lot of money together. The future is very prosperous for them, not just financial gain, but also like mentally and spiritually as well. This is the color of the heart chakra, so it's all about like feelings and emotions. So even though like the current situation, they are the Mother of Cups with a lot of like affections, loves, understanding, caring, it still can grow more, and it is growing more, because the Mother of Cups is not the biggest in the heart. No, it's like the King of Cups is after the Mother of Cups, so there's still more room to grow in terms of emotions and affections between Jimin and Jungkook. And we also have like prosperity lies ahead, so they're gonna make a lot of money together, they're gonna grow together, spiritually, emotionally as well. Oh, it's just great. And believe in the impossible. Oh, and that's we've got these expressions. Once in a blue moon, believe in the impossible. Like nothing is impossible. So I feel like when we take into account this Ten of Swords, it is the end of the cycle. The suffering is ending. So possibly, like, because I was talking about like hatreds and stuff, and negative opinion, negative attack on them and their bonds is soon gonna end, and soon things are gonna change for them. Things that a lot of people think that impossible would become possible. Yes. Yeah, believe in the impossible. I love the message. It's always a very uplifting message whenever it comes up in a reading. Then we've got receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. We have so many like offering, like so many cards indicating offering and receiving in this reading. We've got like Page of Cups. We also have like Mother of Cups, but also like giving as well. Ace of Wands, also another kind of like giving, initiating. So yeah, I feel like they give each other a lot, and and the other person receive with love and appreciation. It feels like such an equal exchange and equal connections. They all place probably like different parts in this connection, but it's all equal. No one is taken or no one is given for granted. They appreciate each other. They acknowledge each other's efforts and givings. So and when they do that, they give back exactly what they get. It's a very, very equal give and take relationship or connections. And then we have do something for someone, give your attention to another. See, they always they probably do really small things, little things for each other, like giving small attention to each other, doing really small things like giving small gifts, and I don't know, just like something small but makes the other person's day. Oh, and they also like love animals as well. This is what I'm seeing. Maybe they should adopt a pet. I don't know, a pet. But like giving the suggestion, I think only Jimin and Jungkook are the one who don't have pet in BTS, right? I think because they don't live with their family, so it's hard to have someone to take care of the pet, and it's a lot of responsibility to do so. So maybe they can like take care of each other instead of taking care of a pet. No, don't take that in the wrong way, but yeah, they definitely give like small gifts and small attention to one another, and it's just like small things, but it makes people's day. Like, I don't know, buying a meal, Jimin buying Jungkook some banana milk, or Jungkook gives Jimin a massage when his muscle is tense. That's just also like do something for someone, and it's great. Like small actions like that indicate a really deep and strong connection between two people. It doesn't have to be grand gestures for people to know that, oh, these two people bond really well together. It is the small actions that speak louder. And then lastly, we have these two cards. Soul, family, so they're definitely soulmates. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. They don't have to do it alone. Like, of course, they in BTS, they are all in it together, but they somehow but Jimin and Jungkook, they are definitely soulmate, and they are from the same soul family. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, so like they really click well together. They form the same soul family, and they probably connect each other at a higher level than 99% of people on this planet. If this was for my connection with someone, I would love to have this spread, like all these cards, all these connections, and it's just beautiful. Oh, and then lastly we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, awakening, and then we have it like right above of the Hangman. So someone was awakened to get out of this stage. I would say it's Jungkook, because he was shy at first when he was small. He so has always been the shy one. But Jimin is also awakened in this relationship as well, because you know, before he used to be really like self-conscious, but now he's more confident. I would not say that it is all because of this connection, but this connection plays an important part in, you know, Jimin's spiritual awakening, like for him to appreciate himself more, for him to love himself more, and for him to be confident and comfortable being himself. Energetic upgrade. So when they're together, they raise the vibration of each other to a higher level, and that is absolutely like, it's a given with like soulmate and soul family. We also have the star card right underneath these two cards, so it's like, it's a beautiful combination, a new way of being. So like, you know, it's just this feeling of them being with each other. It's uplifting, is otherworldly, is something really truly special. It's not something that a lot of us are fortunate enough to experience. Integrations, like they find together, they find a way to, you know, integrate into each other's life, find a way to live together. Of course they are in BTS and they have lived together for many years, so I guess they all have to learn that to do that with other members as well. But because we are considering this connection is like, they work together to find a way to be harmonious. And now that they are at the stage of like the Mother of Cups, they are reaching that level of like ultimate harmony, of soul connections and spiritual awakening. And oh, it's just so uplifting. It's like, it feels like you're flying, like you're floating in the air. And I feel butterflies in my stomach when I look at this. It's just so beautiful. And the fact that we have soul family in the star. Oh, it's just really, really strong, growing, like ever growing energy, and it's so full of love and affection. And it's radiating, like I feel like it's contagious as well. It makes people around them happy to see them being happy around each other. Like the energy is contagious, and they not only raise each other's vibration, they raise people around them vibration as well. So like it's like they lift up the mood of the room when they enter the room, and when they're like, you know, playing around, joking around with each other, they make other people feel good as well. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, wow, what a reading. So I think that's all I have. This has been the reading on the connections between Jimin and Jungkook of BTS. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I certainly did enjoy it, and I hope to do more of this kind of reading in the future. And please comment down below if there is something you think that I should change in doing this reading, and just let me know what you think. If you did enjoy watching this, please consider subscribe to the channel. This is the new series that I'm trying to put out, and yeah, you can also check out the other videos that I did as well. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Okay, this is really weird, but I just realized this is not the Ten of Swords, it's the Knight of Swords. But regardless, I don't really like, you know, when I read my cards, I don't look at what card it is. I look at the imageries. I got the feelings and the messages from the imageries. So even though I called it the Ten of Swords, it is the Knight of Swords. But everything I said about this card is valid, because I got it from, like, you know, the imagery, not the actual Knight of Swords or Ten of Swords. So it doesn't make any difference. Yeah, that's just my way of reading cards, and I don't, you know, I don't learn by heart the meaning of each card. Following the traditional tarot card. So I just want to clarify that. And also, like, I just want to point out something, because we've got the Knight of Swords right above of when I lean toward love, I am led. So whatever challenges, difficulty, and, you know, criticism, or like harsh words, aiming towards Jimin and Jungkook, they will be able to pull through it all, just because they have each other, and like they love each other so much. Yeah, it's just, oh, and also, like, it could also speak about their thoughts as well. It's like sometimes they would think that you know, like all these doubting and hurtful thoughts you have when, like, why do people do this to us, or like why do people hate us, and why do people say such hurtful things about us, and that hurt, like the thoughts that hurt them as well. But as I said, with the other cards and the oracle cards clarified, they are gonna be fine, because these connections, it's really strong, it's divinely guided, it's soulmate connections. It's not easily broken. In fact, I don't think there is anything at all apart from Jimin and Jungkook that could break this relationship, this connection. Like, it is all within themselves. The outer factors, the outer people cannot affect it, cannot alter it. Like, whatever it is, people try to say, or whatever filter or cover people try to put on this connection, it doesn't matter. It doesn't alter the, you know, the core of this connection, which is really beautiful, which is a soulmate connections, which is divinely guided. And Jimin and Jungkook know that, and they appreciate that, they treasure that, and that's the most important thing. What else can I say? Yeah, no, I think that's all. I believe that I have said a lot in this video. Yeah, that's it.